Testing, testing. I'm not going to launch right into big conversation until I know that the sound is working, at least for my voice. I'm pretty sure music is not on. Music and vocal. Awesome. Okay, so it's just my starting screen then. Okay, that's something. That is something. Ugh. I don't know. I don't know what it is. My Streamlabs, yay, and hello. Hello, Charlie, Chris, and Mark. It's great to see you all. Last week, if you weren't here, I had a disastrous start where none of my sound was working. I was also incredibly tired because I was up at 6:30 for some reason. Today I was up at 8, so we're doing a bit better today. And I've already had an entire Red Bull, so should be good. Should be good, should be okay. Yeah, so I think that what happened was when I... Thank you, Mark. It's actually a dress. I'll do the fit check. So, yeah, I think what happened was when I changed my whole setup to have two people on here, a lot of things got refreshed, so I'll do some troubleshooting after this with my stream starting soon window. That one's not so important. I just like to have music playing. It seems cooler. Oh well. I hope you are all doing well on this, freezing Saturday. It's freezing here. My building managers don't like to turn on the heat in the halls outside, so that kind of affects my apartment. It makes it colder because the entire core of our building is freezing. So it's not that fun. They won't listen to me. I'm probably gonna have to call someone about that at some point. So I'm trying to stay warm. At least when I have my door closed in my room here, it heats up a bit better. Today we are going to be doing our usual schedule of sprints listed right here. We do 15-minute sprints and build up to a half-hour sprint at the very end. And during that longer sprint, I like to put up some obscure words. You may know them, you may not know them, and you can use them as inspiration for your writing. You can write something completely inspired by them. You can add them into what you are already working on, or you don't have to use them at all. I just think it's a bit fun to add an extra exercise in there. But this is not school. You don't have to do it. Let's see, before we get into it, because we should have started a minute ago, but we're relaxed here. I just live in my apartment. I don't go anywhere, so I don't have anything else to do. You've got my full attention. Before we launch into it, though, I would just like to remind you to watch my latest video if you haven't already. It's the one that I had promised from last week, but I didn't get to it then because I just had a lot of other things on my plate. So this time around, I put out a video on querying and rejection, stuff like that. Very important stuff for writers to know about. So I would love it if you would go watch it after this, of course, because I don't want you to leave our stream, and that will be there when we're done. Hey, Isabella. So I am going to just make sure our timer is functional because sometimes that isn't. You'd think that after, 10 streams or something, everything would be working perfectly, but technology, it's a good time. I hope everyone is ready to write. If you have a moment, let me know what you're working on. I am once again working on my super secret project that I can't talk about yet. I might be announcing what it is today later or Monday, sometime over the next few days. So you'll find out soon. But that's what I'm going to be working on, which is nice because it's actual creative writing. And last week I was working on querying, and that was really painful. Without further ado, let's get into our sprints. We're going to do a 15-minute to start, and I'm going to turn the music up. If the music is not playing and you see me just, bopping out to nothing, please let me know. Okay, ready to go for our first 15 minutes. Of course, it's not going to work. Okay, that's fine. That's fine if it doesn't work. I'm just going to read your messages while I update this. So, Mark, you are continuing your short story. Excellent. Maybe finishing it. Even better. Okay, let's set this timer for 15 minutes. Isabella, working on a medieval fantasy romance. Ooh, you haven't plotted anything but names? Oh, that's so fun. That's such a fun part. Just starting something new. I'm jealous. Charlie working on a fantasy WIP, and Chris, no kidding about the querying. Yep. Let's see if this works now. Okay, there we go. Our sprint has started, so I will shut up now and we can write for the next 15 minutes.
Look, you and me on the Charles River. I could die right now, Clem. I'm just happy. I've never felt that before.
That one went by really fast. I jumped. I don't know if I don't know if you saw that. I was writing and I was sort of watching the timer, and then I got really into it for a second, and when it went off I was like, ah! How did everyone do on that one? I'm just gonna check my word count here. 233. It's all right. Could do better. Will do better as I go. But I'm glad I'm getting into this. I had a week where I wasn't working on this project and I was just anxious about it the entire time because I'm not the only person relying on me for this. When you're working on your own stuff, it's like you're the only one who's going to be disappointed if you don't get your work done on time. 300, half a page, 461. Okay, you're all doing awesome. Well done. Oh, I was going to mention, for anyone who's been regularly here on the sprints, you heard me complaining probably 2 weeks in a row about my external hard drive. Luckily, I got all my data back. All of it. Isabella found a couple names. Brilliant. How do you find your names? I'm always interested in how people name their characters. I tend to go a lot on like baby name websites, which is not usually a good thing for me because I'm not a person who's into kids, and the second I start going on baby name websites, then all I get is like suggested ads for baby stuff. I'm like, go away, I don't want to see you. Hello, Auden. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Not the poet. Okay. Middle of a sprint. Yeah. I find that I get distracted a lot during the first sprint, honestly, and also I usually use half of it reading through what I wrote last so that I remember where I'm at and try and get my headspace back in. And by the final sprint, then I'm finally okay. There are some people who visit this stream and they use it as their warm up and then they can actually write afterwards. And you know, as long as I'm helping, I'm happy. Using Pinterest. Okay, I haven't actually used Pinterest for names before. I'll have to look around. Maybe I'd get less ads. And yeah, recovered data was a good thing. So, I mean, the bad part was the amount of money I had to pay to get it back. But when it was that, like, more debt versus losing all of my data, I had to take the data. It's just wild how it even happened, because usually I'm really good at backing everything up, like in multiple places, etc., etc., like as you're supposed to do. But I happened to be right in the midst of moving things between devices. So I had a bunch of stuff on one device, and that is when it happened and it got wiped. So that was great. Never gonna happen again. Random name generator. That's good too. I use random name generators for a lot when I'm playing like World of Warcraft or something. Hello, Jonathan. How's it going? Mark ripped a page off a phone book in Budapest. That is... Okay, you win. You win. That's the coolest way for getting names. You win. Jonathan, actually writing this time. Much excite. What are you working on? Okay, so what time are we at now? 1:28. So we could get into our second sprint soon. I know we've got some more people in here. I'm sure you are raring and ready to go with your writing. Marc-Andre, looking at the history of the town your action occurs in and picking names from that. Also very smart. I like these ideas. These are very, very useful. Whenever I write something new again, I will have to go back and try some of these out. So let us reset our timer here. And we're going to be doing another 15-minute sprint. Vignettes. Nice. Well, I hope that you get a lot done today. We are going to launch into our second 15-minute sprint. And I'll turn the music back up. So let us begin. Time's up. Hello, Blue Pin Studio. Nice to see you here. We're just doing writing sprints. They can also be productivity sprints, so if you're working, feel free to join in. If there's anyone here who doesn't know how sprints work, by the way, it's pretty straightforward. We're following this schedule here. Whenever we're doing a sprint, it's timed, and you are just fully giving your attention to whatever you're working on. Then we stop in between sprints to chat a little bit about what we're working on. It's all about work. But it's fun. It's a fun way to work. Just gonna check my word count for that last one. I feel like it wasn't as good because I did get distracted a few times. Yeah, like 276, but better than nothing. I'm at 502 for the day, so just around a page. How about everyone else? Yeah, the Welsh names are good for medieval stuff, I think. I also just love Welsh everything, honestly. 278. $202. Yeah, that happens for sure. Quarter page. Cool. I'm gonna have to switch to doing some art after this, and I don't... Rare Bits, yes, actually. I do a veganized version. Hey Chandra, how's it going? See some new faces here. Very cool. Glad to have you. Rereading, yeah, honestly, like, I spend a lot of time rereading when I'm doing sprints, and it's one of the best ways to just get into it. And like I was saying before, if you use this time period to get in the zone, and then it helps you to write more after, that's great. Like, it takes you as long as it's going to take you, right? Assignments, cool. Also, I guess since we're coming up on the midway point here, and I've got a semi-decent amount of you here, I'm just gonna like plug my recent video again for a second. It's about querying and rejection, so if you are writing, it's a good thing to listen to. Go check it out after we're finished this session, if you haven't watched it already. If you have, thank you. And also, if you like sprints like this, I do sprint at least one day out of the week on Wednesdays on Discord. So I've linked my Discord below. If you are not already a member, you should join. We're a really nice little community, and it's a lot of fun sprinting on there. And sometimes I hop in more than once to do sprints, like on a Thursday or Friday too. It's pretty casual. Okay, so we're going to be heading into our third sprint. This is the second last 15-minute one, and our final sprint that will wrap up the day will be half hour, and it'll be, you know, a longer one. Halfway through your draft outline. Congratulations. Sounds like you'll be able to finish it during this session then, which is excellent. I've submitted my novel to 2 publishers in the past week, and I've just like I know it takes, 6 weeks, 60 days. It takes a while to hear back, but I've just been sitting here like refreshing my email even though I know nothing's gonna happen. It's terrible. Alrighty, so I'm going to reset our timer here. And we will head into our second last 15-minute sprint. Starting now. Time's up. That one went by fast for me anyway. I think I only got about the same amount of words done though. What am I at here? 277. Yeah, it seems to be my pace today. How about everyone else? I think it's because I have it in my head that after this I have to get into doing something totally different, which is working on some art. Over this past week where I've been doing my query letter, I've also been working on art for a friend, and I finally finished that project, and now I have to get into art for a convention I'm attending in April. So I've been putting it off so much because I have to do, like, I'm a visual artist, but I'm not someone who likes to do art for my own projects. I appreciate other people's art more for it. But I'm doing little like preview books of some of my writing, and since it's not like a full published complete thing, I'm just doing the covers, and I'm terrified because I feel like I'm gonna hate it. So I have to make something I actually like. 303, rereading 50 pages and feeling hyped for the next sprint. Yes. Well, we still have an hour. We have an hour for you to get a whole bunch done. About a page and 3/5. Cool. Organizing a to-do list. 4 assignments. Oh, brutal. That's a lot. I was thinking about going back to school a few months back, and then I thought, I don't want to do assignments and tests again. That's the part I hated. I don't test well. I'm not someone who tests well at all. But I wish you luck with your assignments. I hope they go well. Where are we at? 2:05? Ah, yay, we're finally on time. I usually wind up catching up a few sprints in. I think I might be able to finish the second segment of this secret project I'm working on, which would be good because I want to have some more stuff finished for tomorrow morning. That's something. Okay. Time for life? Life? What's that? I have to reset the timer. Written assignments or you'd be crying. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Okay, what are we in? Oh yeah, okay, we're in our final 15-minute sprint. So hopefully for all of you who've been organizing, rereading, and stuff like that, this one will be your warm-up before we get into our final long sprint. So let's get into it. Last 15-minute sprint. That's our last 15 minutes. This music was actually really... Usually this sort of like chill, nothing music doesn't lend a lot to my writing. It's just there. But this actually fit in with what I was writing somehow. So that's a plus. Just gonna check in my word count here. 391. A little bit more than the last ones, but nothing massive. Which is probably for the best, because when I write like 500 words in 15 minutes, it's probably not my best writing. How's everyone else doing? For all of you who weren't writing before, did you get some in this time? Oh, and hello, Jenna. I also noticed that I had a couple new subscribers. Usually my stream will pop up a little notification, but it did not this time around. So if any new subscribers are in here, thank you. I appreciate it. 411 started a new chapter. C'est bon. Oh, 1,200 words. Awesome. Not taking breaks in between sprints. Ah, how dare you. About 2.5 pages, 284, cool. So, in our final sprint, we do what I've dubbed magic words, though they're not terribly magical. I will just activate these right now. I'm gonna switch this music, I think. See if it's a bit more chill. Okay, here we go. So, turning on these words. These are words that you might know, you might not. They're a little more obscure, not used every day. So today we have... Oh, there's a notification. That's what I was talking about. Thank you for subbing. So our words today. We have humdudgeon, which is an imaginary illness. Flews, which is the sort of large pendulous lips of a bloodhound or a similar dog. Loblolly, a North American pine tree with long, slender needles. And menacious, which means menacing or threatening. So with these words, you can pretty much do what you like with them. You don't have to do anything with them at all. You can just be happy that you learned them if you didn't know them before. So if you're writing, try to fit one or two of them in. If you're starting something new, you can let them inspire you. Either way, they are there if you want them, and I will also post them in the chat because I know that it can be kind of small up there, especially if you're on your mobile. So, climax of your outline. Oh, nice. You're definitely gonna finish. Oh, and thank you. I always have fun choosing these words, hunting them down. I like this batch too. So, yeah, I guess we should jump right into the final sprint. This is longer, so I mean, if you need to go run to the washroom or get some water, hydrate, anything like that, you've got a bit of time. So we're going to launch into it right away so that we have a few minutes at the end of the stream still to check in and are not rushed as we near 3 o'clock. I'm just going to reset this since it's going to be 30 minutes instead of 15. Alrighty. We are ready to go with this final sprint. Half an hour. Time to get everything finished. But, you know, no pressure. Let's go.
Yo. Yo.
Time is up on our final sprint, everyone. I hope you are finished what you were working on. I finished. I'm very happy. I wound up doing 1,326 words today and finishing the second part of my top secret project. So, I'm happy. I see that Mark, you finished, but you still need to rework the flow. That's good, though. That's a good amount of progress for sure. I'm just going to link our Discord in the chat just so everyone has it before we head out here. If you want to sprint during the week or, you know, at random times, I haven't been doing a lot of random ones, but I hope to do more. It always depends on my workload and stuff like that. So we do sprint at least one day during the week, though, which right now is Wednesdays from 5 to 7 Eastern, but we might be switching that up. I'm doing a poll right now in the group, so we'll see what the majority wants. Either way, it'll be one sprinting session at least during the week. 536, 1913 total. Wow, awesome. Congratulations. Writing on Facebook. Hope you're not starting fights, Chris. I remember my Facebook days. I had to pull myself out of it. I joined one too many vegan groups, and veganism, you know, come for the ethics, stay for the infighting. 316 pages on a cool letter/story/script. We have more people here than usual, and we're more productive than usual. I'm liking our vibes today. Very much so. I really hope that everyone here who is not in the Discord yet does join. It's a really cool community. I mean, if I do say so myself, but it's not because of me. It's because everyone who's a part of it is just really awesome. We haven't had anyone join who's like, I don't know, who makes anyone uncomfortable or who's rude or anything like that. So it's just really supportive and creative and stuff like that. I like it. I like spending time there. Finished editing and submitting 2 of the assignments. You're halfway done. Awesome. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to launch right into my cover work after this. I feel like it's probably for the best. Once I start working, I have to just keep going, because if I get if only I could talk, wouldn't that be great? If I get distracted, then I'm not going to go back into work. I'm just going to sit there and, like, I don't know, play Sims and make all my characters on Sims, which is already what I do. I used to post some of that on YouTube, but I've moved it to Patreon. So if anyone is interested in random sim posting in relation to my stories, I make all my characters and the settings and stuff like that in Sims. So if you like that sort of thing, you should sign up for my Patreon. It's linked on my page. I can link it in the comments as well. Oh, you love The Sims. Yay, I'm not alone. I know it's the, like, non-game of the gaming world, but I use it for writing, so there. And it's fun. It's enjoyable. I love the custom content. I'd like to learn to make the custom content, but I have too many other things I need to learn how to do first. German being up there. I've stopped on that, and I have to get back to it. Anyhow, we're coming to the end of the stream. I want to say thank you so much for joining me. It's really nice to have company, and I'm happy with what we all got done today. I hope that some of you were able to use the little magic words. If not, hold on to them and maybe you'll use them in the future. They're good ones. As always, please remember to check out my latest video. It's about queries and rejection. Join the Discord. Check out Patreon too. I will be back with another sprinting session on YouTube, same time next week, Saturday, 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern. And I think that's all for today. Hopefully see you in the Discord server, and have a fabulous weekend. And you're welcome. I'll keep this open for a couple minutes as I log off, so if you need to check anything in the chat, you'll be able to. I hope that you are all having a day that is just as wonderful as you are. Bye.